Hi Aries, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading. Okay, we're doing the week ahead just individually this week because we've got a love reading for you sitting right next door and also your year ahead for 2019. So your love reading will be for December and your year ahead is for 2019, and this is from the 10th to the 16th of December, this particular reading that you're going to see now. If you'd like to see a general reading, that was also done. The reason why I try and get as many readings done on the channel is because I'm trying to cater for everyone. Not everybody just wants to see a general reading. Some people want to see love as well. And some people will want to see, you know, just a week ahead reading as well. So, and some people want to see the year ahead. So there's a lot of people to cater for, and it's difficult just to do it all in the one reading. So I try and, that's just the type of person I am. I try and be generous enough just to give as much as I can on the channel to people. So for your reading, guys, we're using the Giant Rider-Waite tarot deck. We're also going to use the Before Tarot. I love this deck of cards because it shows what happens one moment before the actual situation happens on the Rider-Waite, okay? And it's, you know, this is really a test of your intuition. What do you see in the cards? So a lot of this is down to your own interpretation for sure, these cards. Just amazing, love them. We've also got the Tea Leaf Fortune cards as well that we're using today by Ray Hepburn, which are phenomenal too. They come in a little sack like this. So everything's out already, all the cards are, so we can just get straight into shuffling, okay? Let's have a look. So, Universe Spirit, can you show me in 3 cards? In 3 cards, what is the week ahead coming in for Aries? 10th to the 16th of December 2018. There's your first 2. I feel like I've got to take those because they just came out. Just show me in 1 more card, please, sitting next door to this one. Okay. Okay. There's your first 2 and that's your third. I only had a brief peek because I wanted to make sure it was the right way for you guys, okay? We're going to have a look at the After Tarot as well and what's coming in for the After Tarot. Universe Spirit, show me the After Tarot in 3, sorry, the Before Tarot. Sorry, you have Before Tarot and After Tarot. I've got both decks. Universe Spirit and the Before Tarot, what's the advice you have for Aries week commencing 10th of December 2018 through to 16th? Show me in 3 cards. Okay. There's card 1, card 2 and card 3 showing up here. And finally, let's have a look at these ones here as well. Aries. So Aries, for Aries, 10th to the 12th of December 2018 to the 16th of December 2018 in 3 cards, tea leaf cards. What's the advice you have for them for that week commencing 10th to the 16th of December? Got 1, 2, and we have 3. Okay. So, let's have a look. This card first. Okay, 5 of Wands shows up here in the tarot. Some of you guys, the 5 of Wands, it can be conflicts, I won't lie, and it can. It can be where you're facing a fight or a struggle with others, and it might be that you've got competitors around you as well with the 5 of Wands energy. So some of you guys might be facing some competition. Some of you guys with the 5 of Wands, it could be struggles with family, friends. But the 5 of Wands can also very much be an internal struggle. And do you know what? I think, is it Aries? Are you the god of war or something like that? I think that are you ruled by the Tower, I think? Well, I'm not surprised that you would be this, because you'll always fight your corner. Many Aries people I know are going to fight their corners. Doesn't matter if they're as quiet as what, they'll always fight their corners. So this is you guys. 5 of Wands is also standing up for what you believe and never, you know, backing down. Some of you guys aren't willing to back down in a fight with the 5 of Wands. Sometimes when this is an internal energy, it talks about feeling worried. And some of you guys, there might be some worries. Let's have a look at what the next card is. Well, it's nice. I mean, well, no, I don't know. Sometimes this can be children within the home. Some of you guys, because 5 of Wands can be kind of playing children. Some of you guys, the energy for the week, it might be that you're dealing with children within the home, for example. You know, playing games with children. Children on the 5 of Wands, they're playing games. They're just having a bit of rough and tumble. So it might be there's a lot of joy with both cards during the 10th to the 16th. Because this can be children as well. This can be children playing. And this is within the home. So if you guys, it might be that you've got a bit of conflict with the 5 of Wands energy going on within the home as well with the 4 of Wands. What's the last card? But I feel that with the 7, I think that you need to be careful because the 7 of Swords is rushing into that 4. He's actually not looking where he's going. So I get the impression that you need to be careful with this 7 of Swords watch where you're going and watch what you're doing, because it might be that you run upon some conflict within the home. Seven of Swords, when it's stepping out of a card, it's avoiding it. When it's rushing towards a card, it's bumping into it. What I've found in my reading. So I think that you need to be careful, because you're not looking where you're going, Aries, for some of you guys. You need to be careful and a little bit cautious. You might have run into some arguments or some conflicts within the home, okay, for some of you guys during the next few days. It also might be, because this can be a home move. Seven of Swords is also a moving card as well, and this is the home. So it might be with the Five of Wands. You've got some, and also the Five of Wands, look what they're doing. They look like they're carrying furniture as well. So remember, with the tarot, there's an amalgamation of combinations that you can look at with these cards. Five of Wands doesn't always have to be an argument. It really doesn't. You can deal with the themes of debate. Debated, friendly debate, sometimes with the Five of Wands. For some of you guys, Aries, it might be that you're debating over moving within the home, or moving home. It might be that you're debating that with a partner, for example. Five of Wands, debating moving home, okay, within the next few days. Might be some of you guys have got conflicts within the home. They need to be careful, because you could bump into that. You could accidentally. Seven of Swords is also an accident, okay, which is why when it rushes into a card, it's not looking where it's going, and there could be an accident here. Alright, so it might be that you need to be cautious, because you could accidentally run into, some of you guys, it might be that you don't, this isn't anything to do with you. Just might be that you need to be cautious. Be cautious when you're opening up a door. For example, a family member's door, because you might just run into an argument that's going on within the home. So I do feel there's a need to be cautious here around conflicts within the home. But also you might be debating about moving home, okay? For some of you guys, it might be you're moving furniture. Five of Wands, there's a lot of hard work. You're working with a group of people with the Five of Wands. Possibly could be moving home as well here. Okay. Seven of Swords can be also bad news with the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is the news card as well. This is surprising news. The Seven of Swords might be some bad news. So there could be some, I'm not saying there's going to be bad news, but it might be news that you're not expecting that's not great. You know, and it might be with the Five of Wands. This is conflict concerning some news some of you guys receive there. But it's not all bad at all. I just feel for some of you guys in the main, be careful, because you might run into either unexpectedly an argument going on in the home that you didn't expect, that you didn't see coming. It might not be anything to do with you at all. It might be that you run into that, for example, by accident. It might be that you're looking after children within the home. And might be for this week as well, you need to prepare a strategy with the Seven of Swords, because Seven of Swords is all about preparing a strategy. Because some of you guys might be looking after children within the home. So you need to kind of put a plan into place with the Seven of Swords. You might be looking after children, lots of children, warring children, playful children within the home. Lots of different ways you can read this, okay? Let's have a look at what the After Tarot is saying. Right, Eight of Coins is the before. You're just preparing. He's preparing everything here. Can you see? So before he starts work, this is preparing. So I think that you guys need to prepare here. Eight of Coins. Let's have a look at the next card. You've got the Seven of Swords again. Look, there it is, and there it is. What's he doing just before? Okay. That's interesting. What he's doing before. He's lining everything up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's just taking the swords out carefully. I think that you need to be prepared. I think you need to prepare. Be careful with this Seven of Swords energy. I get the impression that this is because look what he's doing on the card. Look, he's taking the cards out one at a time. This shows that, can you see? This is what it is. Can you see? There he is on the Seven of Swords in the before tarot. He's carefully taking each sword out, and then can you see what he's doing afterwards? He's running off with them. Can you see? He's carefully taking one out at a time. And then he's running off with them there. How interesting. I love the fact that we had these two show up together finally. Got to show you what they look like side by side. Okay. So it's almost like with this Seven of Swords here, with the Eight of Coins, because he's putting up all of the coins here before he starts chipping away, it's almost like actually he's not preparing. This isn't him preparing because he's already done the work. Okay. So it's almost like you're needing to put things in order with this Eight of Coins, because this is about him ordering his work before he starts imprinting the pentacle on each of the other. You can see on this coin here, Aries, that the coins are blank. There's nothing on them. So he's obviously put the pentacles, he's obviously chiseled the pentacles into the actual coins. Okay, so he is really putting all of his work that he's done into order here. okay? All the work that he's already done with these coins, he's putting up on the actual wall here, okay, to say that he's done it, okay? So this is about taking accountability, okay? I think that some of you guys need to take account, okay, of what you're taking or what you're doing here, this Seven of Swords. You need to take account with the Eight of Coins energy showing here. It's almost like you need to take account of how much you're taking. I get the feeling that this Seven of Swords, because he's taking 5 out, he's decided he's going to take the 5 and he's going to just leave the 2 there. So it's almost like you need to take account of how much you're taking here. The sword energy showing there, the fact that he takes 5 out of 7. And it's funny because why didn't he just run off with the 2? They weren't attached to anything at all. Not unless he took them out beforehand. And just why would he run out with the 5 if he took the 2 out? These aren't attached to anything. So I almost feel that you need to take account of what you're doing or what you're taking in the next 7 days. The Ace of Cups shows up here. Has that got a fish in it? So before something's running out, something's coming out of the cup, it's a fish. Can you see that? It had a fish in the cup before, and now it's coming out. Fish out of water. I think you guys are, I think you're inexperienced with something here. I'm looking at the fish out of water concept, and fish out of water is somebody who's inexperienced. I think that you need to take account of how much you guys are taking on with the Seven of Swords, because you're inexperienced. There's something here for some of you Aries that you're inexperienced in doing in the next 7 days, and you need to take account of how much you're taking on. Because the 7 swords, look at this. He's got 7 swords right there. 2 of them he might have taken out before. And these 5 here, he's just about to take the rest out. But it might be that what happens when he runs off with those 5 of 7 swords, he says, actually, what we don't see is that he's gathered all the swords and he said, okay, I can't actually take all 7, so I better just take the 5 of them. I'll run off with the 5, it's easier, and I'll leave the 2 behind. I think what it's saying is take account of how much you're taking on. Because he's taking account of how much he's done before he starts imprinting the rest of the pentacles on the 3 coins here. Take account, Aries, of how much you're taking on with the 7 of Swords. How much can you carry? Because you're a fish out of water. You're not yet the finished article for some of you guys. You don't have as much experience as you think you have. Don't run before you can walk, I think is what the 3 cards are saying. So I feel for the next 7 days, the advice from the After Tarot is don't run before you can walk. Take account of how much you're taking on because you're a fish out of water. You're inexperienced in whatever it is that you're doing here. So just take everything in stages and take it slow. Okay, the final cards to show up, Aries, are the Lion. It is time to act. 10 card, there'll be celebration, fun and enjoyment. And Throne, position of authority. Lovely, beautiful, beautiful. It is now time to act, okay? Some of you guys could be gaining a position of authority this week, okay? And there's going to be a lot of celebration and fun and enjoyment. Let's quickly go through this reading again, Aries. For the week commencing the 10th to the 16th of December 2018, I do feel with these 3 cards, you're either, be careful with that 7 of Swords energy, alright? Because it might be that you accidentally run into a fight within the home, something that you didn't expect to see. Alright, some people might say that you're being nosy, you didn't know. Some of you guys might unexpectedly bump into a fight or see a fight within the home or within a place maybe that you shouldn't be seeing a fight. So be careful where you go, okay? Be careful of going into somebody's room and accidentally witnessing a fight or something like that. Some of you guys, it might be, there could be a fight within the home. Maybe the fight within the home is over somebody who's being dishonest. So it might be some of you guys are facing a fight within the home over a character that's being dishonest. Maybe this could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you guys might want to avoid with the 7 of Swords a fight within the home. Some of you guys, it might be you need to put some plans into action. You need to strategize. You need to plan ahead this week with the 7 of Swords because you're dealing with some pretty rowdy children within the home. For some of you Aries, it might be that you've got plans on moving home, okay? Maybe there's going to be a little bit of intensity concerning plans on moving home as well, showing here. Some of you guys, it could be a message. Four of Wands is a message as well. This would not be very good with the Seven of Swords energy. Could cause some conflict. But I feel that in the main, really, just avoid any arguments within the home. And also, some of you guys, if you've got kids this week, might be you needing to put some plans into action, strategize, plan ahead with the Seven of Swords, because you're dealing with children within the home, how you're going to entertain them, that type of thing, maybe over the Christmas period. Some of you guys, Aries, Eight of Coins, okay, you need to take account of how much Seven of Swords you're actually taking on, because you're efficient, out of order. Maybe it's with this, especially if you've got kids or anything like that, that you're going to need to entertain over the Christmas period, and you need to kind of plan ahead for that. Might be take account of how much you're taking on. Maybe you've got other responsibilities as well, because you've not done this level before, you've not done this before. Whatever the case is, it could be work as well. Take account of how much you're taking on. Seven of Swords energy showing here, because he's taking account of how much. He knows he can't take all seven, that's why he goes away with 5. So take account of how much you're taking on, because you might not be that experienced in a particular situation. Finally though, it is time to act, because you could be gaining a position of authority for some of you guys as well this week, in the next few days, and you're going to have a lot of celebration, fun and enjoyment. That's your reading, Aries, for the week commencing 10th to the 16th of December 2018. I would like to say, Aries, thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.